Coming up on the program, horror in France as a lorry plows through packed crowds gathered for Bastille Day celebrations in Nice, killing at least 84 people. U.S. President Barack Obama appeals to police and black communities to come together, saying it should not be us versus them. And South Korean soldiers trade their boots for ballet sleepers. Hello and welcome to The World Today. I'm Temi Tokwe Fagbemi. We're starting today's program in France, where at least 84 people, including 10 children, have died in the French city of Nice after a lorry struck a crowd celebrating Bastille Day. Officials said the driver was shot dead and guns and grenades were found inside the lorry. About 50 people were also critically injured in the incident, which happened on France's National Day.
Flags fly at half-mast at Nice Town Hall after at least 84 people were killed when a gunman drove a truck at high speed into a crowd celebrating France's National Day on Thursday night. Shocked residents woke up on Friday morning to see pavements smeared by dried blood, while smashed children's strollers, abandoned flip-flops and other debris was strewn about the Mediterranean seaside promenade.
I was in bed and just when I wake up this morning I had like 100 missed calls from my friends asking what happened, and then I saw the videos and well, it does not seem safe anymore in France. I mean, I came just a couple of months to start working here and not really, Nice is not a big city and it does not attract that much attention. So if this can be a target, anywhere can be a target.
The attacker, identified by a police source as a 31-year-old Tunisian-born Frenchman, also opened fire before police shot him dead. He had been known to the police for common crimes, but not to the intelligence services.
77 victimes, dont plusieurs enfants.
Reacting, French President François Hollande says the lethal attack on the southern city of Nice is clearly a terrorist assault, and that the state of emergency imposed since a previous attack on Paris last November will be extended for another 3 months.
France is afflicted by this new tragedy. It is horrified by what just happened. This monstrosity that consists of using a truck to deliberately kill dozens of people who were simply there to celebrate Bastille Day. France is mourning. It is afflicted, but it is strong. And it will always be stronger, I assure you, than the fanatics who want to strike it today.
Nice, a city of 350,000 people, has a history of being a flamboyant, aristocratic resort, but is also a gritty metropolis. It has seen dozens of its Muslim residents travel to Syria to fight, a path taken by previous Islamic State attackers in Europe.
Meanwhile, the Bastille Day terror attack in Nice, France, has led to an outpouring of shock and sympathy, with world leaders calling the carnage an assault on democratic values.
World leaders offer condolences to and expressed their support for France after a lorry plowed through packed crowds gathered for Bastille Day celebrations in Nice, killing at least 84 people. In Moscow, U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry and Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov hold a moment of silence for the victims.
And I think people all over the world are looking to us and waiting for us to find a faster and more tangible way of them feeling that everything that is possible is being done to end this terrorist scourge and to unite the world in the most comprehensive efforts possible to fight back against their nihilistic and depraved approach to life and death.
And in Spain, acting Prime Minister Mariano Rajoy pledges his country's support for France.
France will have all of Spain's cooperation to detect, pursue, and punish the terrorists and anyone who supports them and protects them. I also want to express my support for President Hollande and his government, who are confronting with great strength this terrorist offensive.
In Asia, China's foreign ministry also expressed sympathies for the victims.
China strongly condemned the terrorist attack in Nice. We express heartfelt grievances for the victims. We extend our sincerest consolations to those injured and to the family members of the victims.
In Japan, Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, who is attending the 11th ASEM summit in Mongolia, also condemned the attack.
Please allow me to express my strong condemnation for the terrorist attack. I also want to send my deepest condolence to the victims and their friends and families. Japan is united with France, which shares the fundamental values in a time of crisis.
For the Australian Foreign Minister, Julie Bishop, the attack in France is a reminder that no country is immune from terrorist attacks.
We support our friends and partners in France, and we join with others around the world in hoping that this will be the end of this type of horrific incident.
UN Human Rights Chief Prince Zeid bin Riyad also says the horrendous attack in Nice is an attack on humanity.
He's appalled by the horrendous carnage in Nice yesterday evening. This latest murderous assault on ordinary people using a simple truck as a deadly weapon is yet another blow aimed at the heart of humanity by extremists.
The attack comes 8 months after Islamic State militants killed 130 people in Paris, and days just after France breathed a sigh of relief as the month-long Euro 2006 soccer tournament ended without a feared attack.
Let's get more on the attack in Nice, where the DWTV correspondent Ben Riegert is standing by. You're welcome to the program, Ben. Give us an update. Give us an update on what's happening in Nice.
Well, police are still trying to establish a direct link between the perpetrator who was killed yesterday and radical Islamic organizations or institutions. As of now, there is no direct link. Nobody knows exactly the motives of the murderer who drove the truck into the crowd yesterday. It is a 41-year-old man with roots in Tunisia. He's a French citizen, and he is described by his neighbors as a loner, a lone wolf who was very unfriendly and maybe depressed or something like that. But they didn't know about direct links to Islamic organizations. He was known to the police as a criminal, as a low-key criminal. He worked as a delivery driver, so he had to do with trucks and had easy access to trucks. Why he did this heinous crime, that is still unknown.
Now, Ben, I'm going to put you on hold now. We'll go for a quick break and then we'll come back to you for more details. Still to come on The World Today. U.S. President Barack Obama appeals to police and black communities to come together, saying it should not be us versus them. Please stay with us.